Look at this headline. Prime Minister announces new policy. Who did what? The Prime Minister has announced a new policy. Headlines drop articles and use present simple for past events. So announces means has announced. For example, the Prime Minister announces a new, instead of a vague or stiff reply used to be. Repeat the natural version once. Show Prime Minister announces new policy and ask who did what. The participating English learner has one urgent goal. By the end, you'll be able to decode.
Show Prime Minister announces new policy and ask who did what. The participating English learner has one urgent goal. By the end, you'll be able to decode any news headline and explain its full meaning. Use hit by with a calm, clear tone. For example, global markets hit by economic crisis. Say it again without overstressing every word.
Let's map the lesson. There are 5 key features of headlines. Articles dropped, auxiliaries dropped, present simple for past, to for future, and noun compounds. For example, new vaccine shows promise means a new vaccine has shown promising results. Can you? Now, let's map the 5 key features. Articles dropped. Auxiliaries dropped. Present simple for past. To for future. Noun compounds. Test the third. Oil prices soar means oil prices have soared. Why present simple? News feels immediate. Recall all 5 features. The key example is oil prices soar. The best answer, oil prices have soared. It works because present simple shows recent past. Soar means rapid increase.
Transfer the same wording to a new detail. Start with deteriorate. Now make one true sentence of your own. The phrase deteriorate in context is useful here. Use it in one complete sentence, then explain why it fits this headline.
Now feature 1. Articles are dropped. PM announces new policy means the Prime Minister has announced a new policy. Add the before PM and a before new policy. Change announces to has. Now practice articles in a future headline. U.S. to send troops. Add the before U.S. because it's a specific country. To send means a future plan, so headlines omit articles and auxiliaries. In Team Wins Championship, the full sentence is the team has won the championship. The present simple shows recent past. Now try global markets hit by.
Viewer knows what to expect. Articles are omitted. PM announces new policy. The useful skill in this chapter is learner can add the missing article to a new headline correctly. It works better because learner can add the missing article to a.
Good, Leo. Now look at new vaccine shows promise. Here we need a because it's a new vaccine, not one we know yet. And shows is present simple, but it's about a recent. This is a key feature. Headlines drop auxiliary verbs. So remember, if the headline seems like a passive sentence, ask yourself, what auxiliary is missing? Try it now with this headline, bank to cut jobs. Pause and think about what. Now listen to the stress in compound nouns. In oil prices soar, we stress the first noun, oil prices, not oil prices. That stress tells you it's a compound. Oil is describing prices. Oil prices.
Ability to spot missing articles. Auxiliary verbs are omitted. Global markets hit by crisis. The useful skill in this chapter is learner can identify and add the missing auxiliary verb in a headline. Here is the practice line. Announces.
Transfer the same wording to a new detail. Start with to be. Now make one true sentence of your own. The phrase to be is useful here. Recognition of omitted auxiliaries. Present simple for past events. Oil prices soar. Jake, slow down and stay inside this one moment. Present simple for past events. Recognition of omitted auxiliaries. Present simple for past events. Oil prices soar. The useful skill in this chapter is interpret present simple verbs in headlines as referring to past events.
Present simple for past events. Oil prices soar. The next sentence needs to do one job clearly. A usable version is U.S. to send troops.
Now let's look at a future headline, weather to deteriorate over the weekend. Here, to deteriorate means is going to deteriorate. A common mistake is to read to as part of an infinitive of purpose. Before we move on, let's connect the dots. In headlines, the present simple often describes something that just happened. This makes the news feel immediate. So when you see a present simple verb in a headline, ask yourself, Did this happen recently? Now for future plans, look at leaders to meet in Paris. The to before the verb means are going to or will. So the full sentence is the leaders are going to meet in Paris. Notice the weak pronunciation of to as.
Listen to the linking in US to send troops. Keep the words connected and stress the key idea. Now pronounce the complete example. US to send troops. Infinitive, to for future plans. Leaders to meet in.
Infinitive, to for future plans. Leaders to meet in Paris. The next sentence needs to do one job clearly. A usable version is US to send troops. Here is the practice line. Global markets hit by crisis. Now, let's apply the future marker to. In a headline, to plus a verb means a future plan. S, to send troops means the U. The headline drops them, but you need to put now noun compounds, two nouns together, like oil prices. The second noun is the main one. The first tells what kind. Stress the first noun, oil prices. That stress helps you hear the compound in fast news.
Use your own line before the model. Keep this pattern in mind. Oil prices soar. One complete answer is oil prices soar. Now give a different answer aloud. Now for noun compounds. I find the head noun and the modifying noun.
The phrase announces means the speaker's intention in this moment is being stated clearly. For example, the Prime Minister announces a new policy to reduce taxes. Say it once, then connect it to what just. Now look at this headline. New vaccine shows promise. The verb shows is present simple, but it refers to a recent event. So we change it to present perfect, has shown. The full sentence. A common error is expecting full grammar. Headlines omit small words like articles and auxiliaries. What words are missing? What tense is really meant? That will help you understand the real message.
Let me try this one. Whether to deteriorate. The word to before deteriorate signals a future plan. So I add is going to and say, the weather is going to deteriorate. I also notice the stress, whether to deteriorate, the first.
Listen to the linking in shows promise. Keep the words connected and stress the key idea. Now pronounce the complete example. New vaccine shows promise in early trials. The next sentence needs to do one. Here is the practice line, soar. Repeat it once slowly, then say the example naturally. Oil prices soar after supply cuts. The next sentence needs to do one job clearly. A usable version is US to send troops. Transfer the same wording to a new detail. Start with deteriorate. Now make one true sentence of your own. The phrase deteriorate in context is useful here. Use it in one complete sentence, then explain why it fits this headline.
Let me try a real headline. Company launches new phone. I need to add an article and change the tense. The full sentence is, the company has launched a new phone. The present simple in the headline tells us it just happened.
Use your own line before the model. Keep this pattern in mind. US to send troops. One complete answer is US to send troops. Now give a different answer aloud. Decode several headlines step by step. The phrase global markets hit by crisis means the speaker's intention in this moment is being stated clearly. Say it once, then connect it to what just happened. Decode several headlines step by step. Application skill. Keep the idea, but change the words for your real situation. The useful skill in this chapter is decode a headline with future marker and noun compound. It works better because decode a headline with future marker and noun compound.
Let's practice listening for stress and linking. In compound nouns, stress the first noun, oil prices, not oil prices. And into future forms, link to weekly, leaders team meet.
Use new vaccine shows promise with a calm, clear tone. Say it again without overstressing every word. Keep the idea, but change the words for your real situation. What happened just before it? Listen to the linking in oil prices soar. Keep the words connected and stress the key idea. Now pronounce the complete example. Oil prices soar. Keep the idea, but change the words for your real. Listen for linking in a full sentence. The bank's gonna cut jobs. Notice how is going to reduces to gonna. In headlines, we just use to bank to cut jobs. Now you.
Transfer the same wording to a new detail. Start with to be. Now make one true sentence of your own. Better listening recognition. Keep the idea, but change the words for your real situation.
Which wording fits this moment? Answer aloud before I say it. The clear answer is hit by. Viewer decodes headlines with pauses. Keep the idea, but change the words. Use your own line before the model. Keep this pattern in mind. Shows promise. One complete answer is new vaccine shows promise in early trials. Now give a different answer aloud. Viewer decodes headlines with pauses. Keep the idea, but change the words for your real situation. The useful skill in this chapter is decode headlines independently using all 5 features. It works better because decode headlines independently using all 5 features.
The phrase soar means the speaker's intention in this moment is being stated clearly. For example, oil prices soar after supply cuts. Say it once, then connect it to what just happened. Hands-on practice. Keep the idea, but change the.
Now for the final application. Decode tech giant to invest in AI. It works because the future marker to replaces are going to. Use that pattern for the tech headline and write a complete sentence. Use PM announces new policy with a calm, clear tone. Say it again without overstressing every word. Retrieval quiz and final application. Decode tech giant to invest in AI. Keep the idea, but listen to the linking in US to send troops. Keep the words connected and stress the key idea. Now pronounce the complete example, US to send troops. Independent ability.